Sold as time.
Interesting because we have a debuting superstar here tonight, and this is the test you get. The made man Gino DeCapo.
Gino's tough. I know firsthand that Gino's tough. I know firsthand at Beach Bash how tough Gino DeCapo can be. But I know Izzy Lambert. I know he's got heart. And I'm gonna let JR talk.
And actually, Jimmy, you're going to keep an eye, I would imagine, on the Sure Bet Asher Knox, because later on tonight, you get to go one-on-one with this man who has been calling you out for 3 years.
Yeah, it's kind of been the theme, right? I've been fighting Gino for 3 years, and Asher Knox has been running his mouth for 3 years. And now I'm finally going to get in the ring with Asher Knox, and I'm going to show him, be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, give him a little knocks out, if you will.
We'll see.
You two think you're funny, don't you?
Hey, I'm just here trying to kick ass and make a splash at Beach Bash.
Wiggles his hips and picks up chicks, man. I don't know what to tell you.
I got the greatest hits and they just don't miss.
He weighs a ton of fun.
And enough with the puns. Gino DeCapo and Asher Knox making their way into the ring here for this one-on-one contest, as Gino will be taking on the Rock and Rolla, Izzy Lambert.
All jokes aside, the man in the ring right now, Gino DeCapo, former Heritage Champion, has held the brass ring and cashed that in successfully. If there is a more calculating superstar on the roster, I have yet to find it.
There, Izzy.
You're right. I got to give it up. I got to give the devil his due. Gino, nobody has more tricks up their sleeve than Gino DeCapo. Maybe Jake Healy.
You gotta love a rock and rolla from the capital of rock and roll, Cleveland, Ohio. Jimmy, you said you know a little bit about Izzy?
Yeah, I actually wrestled Izzy very, very early in my career at another promotion when I was just about 5 matches in, and he picked up the win on that night. So I know how good he is in that ring. I'm sure he's only gotten better in that time.
According to my notes, he suffered a broken neck several years ago. And this is essentially his fight to return to the ring. Every single day has to be a challenge. A broken neck is not something that you immediately recover from.
And unfortunately, I'm sure Gino DeCapo is very aware of that broken neck.
Gino and Asher. Credit to Gino DeCapo. He's turned Asher Knox into a legitimate threat. I think we can all agree that at times Asher Knox was looked at as kind of I don't want to say a joke, but man, there were times where he was going through some hard times, loss after loss after loss. That Tradition Battle Royal back in April really turned things around for him, and a lot of that credit should go to Gino DeCapo.
Yeah, like look at last summer when Asher Knox and Kenny Kash were fighting for the tag team titles. People didn't take them serious. Asher Knox and Gino DeCapo are fighting for the tag team titles this summer, and D-Trash almost lost at times.
Absolutely. It was 2.5, 2 7/8 close. There was quite a few times where we almost had new tag team champions. And the tag team championship will be defended later on tonight. We'll get to that match a little bit later on. Right now, we're going to focus in the ring on Lambert and DeCapo and the X Factor of Asher Knox at ringside.
Oh, really? You're going to go there, Izzy boy, huh? You're going to check him too, ref? Check him. He's a rocket.
Now, Jimmy, you talked about having fought Gino DeCapo right here at Beach Bash. That was the street fight at Beach Bash 1. Can you give us a scouting report, something, maybe a weakness of sorts that you saw in Gino that could be useful for Izzy Lambert?
It's exactly what was just happening. It's when Gino DeCapo starts running his mouth, getting too focused on talking about how good he is, how much he thinks he can do, and that's when you catch him off guard. That's when you capitalize on his mistakes, and that is when you win the match.
Seems like the OCW faithful are a little bit familiar with Izzy Lambert.
People are nothing but a bunch of bums. Forget about it. Oh.
And they just don't much care for Gino DeCapo.
Can you blame him?
I cannot.
Oh, forget about it.
Well, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, right?
You can't do that to me.
He just did. Lambert seems very energetic. A lot of agility is what I'm noticing early on.
That power of Gino DeCapo.
And that's the easiest way to stop a speedster. Brick wall.
That's how you do it.
Although perhaps Lambert is in the head of Gino DeCapo.
That's exactly what I was talking about. Gino's running his mouth, wasn't he? And then now Izzy gave it back to him. And Gino's starting to get a little frustrated.
Almost seems a bit like Izzy's getting a bit frustrated. Wants to just maybe punch him in the mouth.
Most people want to punch Gino DeCapo right in the mouth.
I remember a while back we had a dunk tank here at Kim Tam Park at Rolling Springs, and DeCapo was one of the most popular to get dunked. I think the only other person who got dunked more was Nick Hunt.
And hopefully he gets dunked tonight, right?
I think that the tide has turned on the Entourage after that first match. Devastating loss.
Speaking of the tide turning there, look at that. Gino DeCapo taking over on the arm wringer that Izzy Lambert just had him in.
And we talk about the maneuvers, and everybody seems to think that every maneuver seems to be more basic nowadays, because you see a lot of super kicks and a lot of high-impact offense early on in these matches everywhere. But talk, Jimmy, for a minute about how dangerous a headlock can be.
A headlock's hard because they're squeezing your head, they're choking the life out of you, they're grinding up against your ear. Every single part of it, the forearm bone hurts. Get that against your face, hurts.
Lambert runs
just
through
like a shoulder
DeCapo.
tackle hurts.
We ain't no stopping it. We're rocking and rolling all night.
Went for the hip toss. Lambert saw it coming. But DeCapo, raking the eyes, come on!
And you want to talk about things that hurt extra worse, and rake of the eyes hurts.
And
But with those gloves on, it hurts even more.
Ask him, ref.
Just back into that headlock, slowing the pace.
Hip toss, baby.
Beautiful hip toss by the Rock and Rolla. And DeCapo to the outside and possibly to the consultation of Asher Knox.
Shut up.
It's that heart and determination to overcome for Lambert that I think really will set him apart here in OCW.
I'm excited to see what Izzy Lambert does here in OCW, and this is a great first match to be in here against Gino DeCapo, because this could make or break his career.
Can you imagine if Izzy Lambert beats Gino DeCapo tonight?
Yeah, I can very easily imagine. It's very possible it could happen right here, right after this big old body slam.
But he'd shoot right up the title rankings. He could be in championship contention with one match. Beautiful elbow drop there by Lambert. Into the cover. Has 1, 2, no.
2 count only, says referee Josh Shield.
Whoa, I didn't know your microphone was on, Werewolf.
We mute him occasionally.
Yeah, you need to stop doing that.
Uppercut by DeCapo. Grounds Lambert. And Izzy looking for some rock and roll energy. We know what the lifestyle of a rock and roller is, right?
Great one, right?
I think it's the dream of all. This, however, a nightmare. DeCapo has until 5. And there's nobody who would know that better. Hey, come on! Asher Knox sticking his nose into business it does not belong. And that turns the tide for DeCapo.
Gino putting them boots in.
Oh, you're not going to say anything about the fact that the man got choked twice?
When?
25 seconds ago.
Now just a
And
punch to
another
the neck.
shot. These are just cheap rabbit-style punches. If Asher Knox is going to continue to do this, I don't know how Izzy Lambert's going to overcome this. Oh my God, exploding into the bucket. And again, the ring is moving, guys. Oh, clothesline sends him to the mat. Cover. 1, 2, no.
And that's what's unique about the style of offense that Gino DeCapo brings to the ring. I can tell you firsthand, he uses that ring as a weapon. We saw it earlier with the camel clutch and the ropes. Now he's whipping his opponent back and forth into the corner. He's finding ways to use weapons legally.
You use your surroundings to your advantage.
Oh, he calls this the flying meatball. That's amore.
He got all of that into the cover.
He's got it here. No. Credit to the tenacity of Izzy Lambert to kick out of that devastating back senton, the flying meatball. Which you know about firsthand, Jimmy.
That thing hurts. I can tell you that firsthand. Oh my gosh.
But imagine all of that weight coming crashing down on you at high speed. Because he doesn't just jump at you, he runs and jumps at you. That's got to be terrifying.
He picks up the pace, he jumps in the air as high as he can, and he comes crashing down on top of you.
Gino with that chin lock in deep.
Now, is it a chin lock or is he trying to choke out Lambert? You got to be careful here. Referee keeping close tabs, make sure that it doesn't turn into a chokehold. Lambert being rallied back to his feet by the OCW faithful. Sharp elbows to the midsection. Oh, and it just
right for the
Omerta.
It's going on now, baby.
It's locked in deep, guys. Can Lambert fight out of this?
There you go, Izzy.
He does into a back suplex. I don't think we've seen too many individuals escape the Omerta. And for Izzy Lambert, that could be the opening he needs. Looking for that first win. Big clothesline, sends down DeCapo. Follows it up with the back elbow. Nobody home on the clothesline.
Oh!
That was an interesting...
Just picked him up and dropped him.
It looked like Gino tried to shift his weight to avoid the back body drop, and instead, that was used against him. Big clothesline in the corner, and follows it up with the Bulldog. Into the cover. He's got it here. 1, 2. It is. Oh, my.
No, 2 count only.
My God, that was close.
That close. 2.
And now, you see it on the face of Izzy Lambert. The next step. How do I put away Gino DeCapo? Locks him up into that was a variation of your Uranagi.
That was a pretty good side effect right there.
And of course,
Foot
the foot's
on
on
the
the rope.
rope.
Asher Knox put it there. The referee can only do so much. He has 2 eyes. Asher Knox is making great usage of these distractions, these momentary. Oh, come on! Low blow.
Roll up by DeCapo.
After the low blow, and it's over. Izzy Lambert got robbed here tonight of a win that he should have.
I guess I know what I need to look out for later tonight when Gino DeCapo and Asher Knox are working together against me, right?
introducing first, hailing from around the way, and weighing 225 pounds, the Money Man, Kenny Kash.
Kenny Kash making his way out to the ring, and I guess, Paulie, you could say this best. You like to tell competitors to put their money where their mouth is. Kenny Kash actually putting up $1,000 in this matchup. He's that confident he can beat James the Baker Hickey here tonight.
Confidence goes a long way in this business. However, does he have the $1,000 to put up here? Is this a wise investment by the moneymaker?
You see he's carrying the money bag, so obviously he has the money out here.
Look, we've seen people put large bets out there on things that absolutely should not have been bet on. There's a guy in Houston, Texas, who bets on the Astros to win the World Series every year.
So there's people in Cleveland that actually bet on the Browns. And we are being joined at this time by Crosshairs Kelly.
That's $1,000 for any of y'all who don't know that. I got a rack for anybody who thinks they can beat me. Let's go.
So it's an unofficial open challenge as we are being joined by the challenger from the Heritage Championship matchup.
And his opponent, hailing from the land of sweet and honey, weighing 260 pound cakes, James the Baker Hickey.
And back to the aforementioned Crosshairs Kelly, who has joined us here on the broadcast. A tough loss for you here tonight, Crosshairs. But it's time to put on the boogie shoes, because James the Baker Hickey has a chance to make $1,000, and all he's got to do is win this match against Kenny Kash. I mean, it could be a good investment, but it's a 50-50 shot at best. You either win or you lose. So you're putting $1,000 on the line if you're Kenny Kash on a 50% chance.
It's more than a 50% chance, Paul.
I'm sorry, I didn't see any Steiners around. Baker taking his time, perhaps getting into the head of Kenny Kash. $1,000 is on the line. I cannot stress that enough. Have you ever been so confident in something that you put $1,000 on winning?
Yes. Seattle in Super Bowl 48.
Damn. Lob that up like a softball. I'll fix that for the next time. Meanwhile, the Baker has turned it into a sweets party here tonight. And it's worth noting, Baker has struggled recently. He hasn't won a match since he actually faced Kenny Kash back in February. And that is kind of why I'm thinking maybe it wasn't a great idea to put $1,000 on the line here.
Well, that just shows you the confidence of Kenny Kash in himself.
I don't think anybody's ever underestimated the confidence level of Kenny Kash. He believes he is a heavyweight championship contender, and he absolutely could be. He just has to string together a few wins, and maybe not put $1,000 of your own money on the line.
It's Kenny Kash's money. He can do what he wants.
I'm not saying he can't. I'm saying that perhaps there are better investments. Baker's already beat you once this year.
And we are underway.
A little bit more focus and calmness right now for Kenny Kash. Not rushing into the battle here. We've seen that in the past out of Kenny Kash. We've also seen this a bit in the past from James the Baker Hickey. Just loves to play around, have fun, enjoy life. He's also always on a bit of a sugar rush, but that's a whole nother problem. maybe this is the confidence of the Baker. He feels very confident that he can win $1,000 from Kenny Kash.
Oh, man, I'm too smart for him. He thought he had something.
Oh, he got him! Cookie cutter out of nowhere. Cover! 2, and it's over!
Whoa!
Holy hell, he just won $1,000! Just like that, Kenny Kash is down a K. Guess that would make him Kenny Ash. That's what happens when you're overconfident, though, Drew. Kenny Kash is out $1,000. And now he's mad at everybody else.
All right, double up. 2 racks. Who think they want something?
Wait, did he just say?
Somebody else. You get out of here and go buy you some pizza rolls or something. Get out of here.
Pizza rolls. Did he just put $2,000 on the line?
That he did.
Yes! It's the mime!
Entering the $2,000 challenge from Peter France, weighing 461 baguettes, Jean-Paul Lemiz rebound.
The mime, Jean-Paul, has confounded and astonished here in OCW. And it appears he is looking for $2,000 of Kenny Kash's money. All right, 2K is on the line. Double or nothing, if you will. The bell goes, and here we go for $2,000 of Kenny Kash's money.
Oh, you don't talk to me like that. I got money.
He's not talking at all. He's a mime. A shot to the knee. Oh my God! Out of nowhere! He's got the cover! He's got the win! That's 2K! That was the easiest $2,000 that Street Mime has ever made in his life! What a victory for Jean-Paul! And Kenny Kash is down $3,000 in about a minute and a half.
Yeah, you saw it, didn't you?
Of course I didn't see it. He's a mime.
You know what? One more, James.
5 racks.
Holy hell.
5,000 on the line.
Sit down. $5,000. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, he rolled him up. 2 and yes. What a victory for the ring announcer. What a victory for James Brodick.
Not enough.
Oh, man, what a match. Kenny Kash is down $8,000. Uh-oh. Crosshairs Kelly is still... Oh, my God, no! Come on! Damn it! A brain buster to John Paul. And now assaulting the $1,000 richer James the Baker Hickey. What is the meaning of this? You had a chance at a championship. You just didn't win it. That happens.
Didn't you already lose one?
Thunderous shot from Crosshairs Kelly.
This is disgusting.
Come on, Kel.
Wait a minute.
Oh my God! Is that who I think it is?
Pat the Bruiser.
What the hell is Pat the Bruiser doing out here? This could end very poorly for James. Oh! I don't think we've ever seen Warhorse not on the same page. What does this mean?
Nope. Come on, Warhorse!
Pat the Bruiser is keeping Crosshairs Kelly at bay from James the Baker Hickey.
Not done.
I have never seen anything like this between Warhorse. What does this mean?